Improving water quality is vital to the health and resilience of the Great Barrier Reef. Monitoring river water in cane growing catchments is critical to improving reef water quality. The practices of cane growers in these catchments are a major factor in water quality outcomes. The Australian Government, through the Tropical Water Quality Hub of the National Environmental Science Program, has launched Project 25, which focuses on monitoring water quality at several stages along the Russell-Mulgrave river system in Far North Queensland. This will allow scientists to better understand the origin of water quality impacts and at what point they enter the river system.
We're looking at developing a water quality monitoring program in conjunction with the sugarcane industry, with the ultimate aim, I guess, of reducing the loads of inorganic nitrogen and pesticides to the Great Barrier Reef. Well, it's important here at a place like Golden Hole. It's obviously a very beautiful spot that we're here at the moment, but it's kind of representative, I guess, of fairly what we'd call pristine or natural conditions. So we get a good idea of what the water quality is like sort of as it leaves the ranges here and before it gets down onto the floodplain, and a whole range of different potential human influences. Specifically, we're looking for dissolved inorganic nitrogen, so things like nitrate, nitrite, ammonia, and also probably suspended sediments and pesticides at some point. Things like suspended sediment can affect things like light penetration into the water, and things like a lot of the pesticides that we see used in a lot of industries on the coastal zone are what we call photosystem inhibitors, so they tend to reduce the photosynthetic capacity of things like seagrass and corals, so they can have a range of different impacts depending on what sort of exposure and duration they're out in the marine environment. We're hoping that getting a lot of involvement from cane growers like Barry Stubbs and some of the local representatives will be able to sort of get a little bit more ownership from the industry in this sort of water quality monitoring process.
Well, I think the Project 25, it's starting from the ground up, and to my knowledge it hasn't been done, so this will be a first. From the start, farmers must be seen to be owning the program and being brought along with it, not being told in the media that this is the problem and you've caused it and we've had no input into it. And this will get to the basics of it and find out exactly if there is a problem and who's causing it. And if there's problems there, we will deal with it.
The idea of Project 25 is for scientists and farmers to work together on examining water quality outcomes from best farm practice, and the farmers and scientists actually are working together from the inception of the project, from the very design and all the way through every aspect of the project to the very end. So it's very much a co-designed and jointly run project, and that's what's different to a lot of other projects. If you want to have the growers adopting and understanding the water quality outcomes, they need to be involved from the very beginning as to why we are designing the program the way it needs to be designed, how it's collected, interpreting the results, what they mean. So I think it's important for the farmers to have a real genuine understanding of how science goes and vice versa.
I was one of the growers that was invited to be on a Project 25. We approached Minister Hunt and he agreed. We wanted actual data instead of modelling on the ground of the impact we are having out on the water quality. We actually want to know what our contribution is so that we can tackle it and maintain great water quality. If we have a problem, we are not running away from it. The whole thing is about communication. And one of the base things which I am hoping we achieve out of Project 25, we get community confidence and get them on board that we are doing the best thing that we can to look after the icon, water that's going out to the icon that's on our doorstep, and that's the Great Barrier Reef.